Yeah, Todd Gurley is an absolute monster. He's going to get his yards. I'm not going to say that he's not. I'm not an idiot. I like to think I'm not an idiot. So I'm not going to come on here saying ridiculous things like, we're going to hold Todd Gurley to 70 yards. It's just complete and utter idiocy. And I would be very, very, very surprised if he's held to 150, to be honest with you. We're going to get steamrolled in the running game. Go ahead and predict that. Go ahead and, Georgia guys, you hear me loud and clearly saying that. Don't come on here saying that I said ridiculous things about how we're going to shut you down, and then we're going to go and win the SEC and win the playoff, blah, blah, blah. Y'all seem to want to put words in my mouth about that kind of stuff. But I'm saying we're going to get run over like a freight train.
Woo! Good morning, Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's my favorite week of the year, Carolina week. Now everyone knows I hate these people year round, but I specifically hate them this week when we get to whoop them. It only happens once a year. This is like Christmas in September for Uncle Lou. I look forward to this week year round. I'm so excited about the game. I can't wait. I can't stand it. I've told y'all people before, but I live in Augusta, Georgia, which is on the border of South Carolina, so I have to put up with these nimwits year-round here, and it's just the most aggravating thing. But in 3 more days here, they're going to eat their yearly serving of humble pie and go ahead and shut up for the next 9 or 10 months until we get going again next year. But anyway, you had a game Saturday at 3:30 playing in Columbia at Williams-Brice Trailer Park, world's largest outdoor trailer park up there in Columbia. And they have a new addition this year at the trailer park too. That's right, they renovated and did some major upgrades, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, yep, I'm sure you guys heard, but they went ahead and put a 200-foot tall fat head of Steve Spurrier upside the trailer park there in Columbia.
Yeah, trick, yeah! Hey, soldier boy, can I trick,
and immediately went out and laid an egg against Texas A&M, but I guess they decided to go ahead and leave the fat head up. I don't know. I guess it's still there. Find out Saturday. But anyway, just a complete joke and a huge backfire from the PR department up there, putting a giant fathead poster of Steve Spurrier upside the side of that Williams-Brice trailer park there, and then getting humiliated on national TV too, which couldn't have made Uncle Lou happier. But anyway, yep, so 3 days till game day. My prediction for the game shouldn't come as any surprise to any of you, but I think Georgia's going to win this game. Now, I am concerned about the Carolina game. I'm concerned about it every year because it's really gotten to be a pretty good rivalry game here in the last 7 or 8 years since Carolina's managed to pull itself up out of the gutter. And they're not just the whipping boy that they once were, although they're well on their way back to becoming that here in the next couple of years. But anyway, this is our first conference game, and with Carolina already having lost 1 conference game, we get a chance to go up basically 3 games on them with a win here, because they'll have 2 conference losses, plus we'll own a tiebreaker over them. But I do get nervous every time we play them. We've struggled in Columbia the last several times we've been up there. We haven't scored over 20 points in Columbia in close to 10 years. So the last 4 or 5 times we've played there, we've just struggled offensively. This includes Georgia teams with Matt Stafford, A.J. Green, O'Shawn Moreno, Aaron Murray. We've just struggled in Columbia to score points up there. I look for that to come to an end this year, though, because South Carolina's got one of the worst defenses that they've had in the last decade or so. They haven't been able to stop anybody they've played, including East Carolina. If I was going to pick out one specific concern I have about this game, it's that A&M and East Carolina both run the spread. Of course, we don't run the spread. We run more of a pro-style offense, some high formation, stuff like that. Now, we do have, some sets that we can spread the field out with and things like that, but it's not our primary offense. But with that being said, I look for Mark Richt and Mike Bobo to take this into account. I fully expect Carolina to load the box with 7, 8, 9 people in the box, try to make Hudson Mason beat them. Now, I'm confident in Hudson Mason. Obviously, we didn't have to. It didn't come to that in the Clemson game. We were able to pound the ball the majority of the game, particularly the second half, and put it away. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's how this game ends too. But at some point during this game, we are going to have to throw the ball better and more often and more consistently than we did against Clemson. That's for sure. We do have 3 of our receivers out, but they were also out against Clemson, so we haven't really planned on having these 3 receivers since about 6 weeks ago. Malcolm Mitchell, Justin Scott Wesley, and Jonathan Rump. These guys have been out for what seems like forever. But we still have Chris Conley, Michael Bennett, and the other guys there. They're going to hopefully step up and have a good game. Now, even though I'm concerned about this game, because I always am, you know, there's a few things here that have me a little more optimistic than usual, and that's the bodies of work that I've seen thus far. Carolina has looked like a complete mess, particularly on defense. They did look a little bit better offensively against ECU, and they got Mike Davis involved a little more often. Still not sure what's going on with him, if he's got the Jadeveon Clowney disease, where he's just waiting on the draft. I don't know. Or if he really does have some sort of rib issue, or what. I hear rumors he's out of shape and things like this. So I don't know. We'll see what kind of game he has on Saturday. But I think Georgia wins this game. I don't think it's going to be particularly close. I think Georgia's ready for a breakout game. I really think the off week came at a good time for us. Normally, I don't like an off week this early in the year, but because of what happened against Clemson, it seemed like everybody was jumping on the Georgia bandwagon. All the guys at ESPN and all the national writers, and the people over at Yahoo Sports, and just everywhere you read, it was just Georgia's this, Georgia that. They're great. They're going to the playoff. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And you have to remember that, the guys on these teams, they're kids. They read the internet and the news, same as you and me. And sometimes these things can go to people's heads. So I'm glad they've had a week off to sort of let that Clemson victory soak in. We can put it behind us now. I'm fully confident that the attention has been 100% focused on Carolina this week. This gave them a few days last week to go ahead and bask in the glory of the Clemson win, but it's time to move on, and I'm confident that they've done that. So I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction for this game here. It's going to be 38-24 Dogs. I don't think we'll have a problem scoring points in this game. I think we will give up some points, but I don't look for it to be close. I think we'll win by 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to go 38-24 Dogs. Now, one thing that does have me concerned, had Uncle Lou scratching his head. Now, again, I don't condone gambling. I just report on it. Now, when this line, the minute this line came out on Tuesday, Georgia was only a 1-point favorite. I don't understand that. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I know we've struggled in Columbia lately, but, if you watch the 2 Carolina games and you watch the Georgia game, there's no way there's 1-point difference between these 2 teams. Even taking home field advantage into account, if you want to give Carolina 4 or even 5 points maybe for home field advantage, that still seems kind of low to me. But as soon as the line came out at -1, it was immediately bet up to 5 or 6. So Georgia's now a 5 or a 6-point favorite, depending on where you look. I still think that's low. So I don't encourage gambling. But if you're a degenerate gambler and you like money, go ahead and lay some on the Dogs this week. They will cover, and it won't even be close. That's right. Now, I want to wrap things up here with a message. Now, to my knowledge, there's only one Carolina video maker this year. Now, if by some miracle Carolina beats Georgia, I expect that to change, and we'll probably see 5 or 6 next week. That's just how it goes. But Indigo Iceman, I thought you disappeared, sir, after the A&M game. You made your crow video, and then you fell into a hole, and no one heard from you, but I did see your video you made today. And I liked some of what I heard, particularly the part where you predicted Georgia to win.
I think that the final score will be something in the area of 34-27. I think Georgia's going to win this one. As much as I hate to say it, and as much as our backs are against the wall, and as important as this game is to us, I think we'll put up a hell of a lot better fight. But in the end, I just think that Georgia's going to pull this one out.
That's right. Even Carolina fans are starting to see the light here. So thank you, Iceman. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what made you do that. I have my theories. Yeah, but if you guys haven't seen Indigo Iceman's video, you should go check it out. It's a little disturbing to watch. It looks like one of those hostage videos you see from the Middle East. I'm not trying to make light of those situations. If you want me to, I'll put my tinfoil hat on and make a video specifically about ISIS and what's going on there. But anyway, if you watch Indigo Iceman's video, it looks like one of those hostage videos. He's nervous and short of breath and, you know, constantly clearing his throat.
And, but, again, you know, they're a very good team, you know.
And, you know, it looks like one of those things where there's slightly off camera, there's somebody with an AK-47 pointed at his head that's forcing him to read a prepared statement or something, and it's just kind of creepy and disturbing to watch. And also in your video, sir, you failed to mention anything about the bet that we made. I hope you're not trying to back out of that bet or renege, sir, as the bet was your idea. Of course, you decided to make this bet with Uncle Lou before you saw Carolina play, which was your mistake, not mine. But you did make a bet with Uncle Lou on this game, sir, and I hope you intend to honor that bet, as I intend to honor it. But anyway, let me know. If you've decided to back out of the bet, then I guess there's nothing I can do about that. Since you failed to mention it in your video, I'm guessing that's what you're doing. But if the bet is still on, please let me know. For those that don't know, he wanted to do a bet where whoever lost has to make up a sign and go to a busy intersection in the town that they live and hold the sign up. Like, for example, if Georgia loses, I was going to have to make a sign or something that said Carolina's better than Georgia, or I forget exactly what he said the sign was, and I was going to have to go hold it up. If Carolina loses, then he has to make a sign that says I love Cox and go hold that on an intersection. So I'm looking forward to seeing you do that, sir. I hope you're not backing out of your bet. That would be a shame. But anyway, dogs are going to roll. I hate Carolina. I'll probably make another couple of videos this week just because I hate Carolina so much. But anyway, until next time, good morning. And God bless America, too.